and that is how I died. I wonder where I'll go. Today, many religions believe that man only has one life, and after you die, you either go to heaven or hell. This concept of heaven and hell goes way back to the civilizations of the Persians. In 600 BC, the prophet Zoroaster introduced a new religion called Zoroastrianism to the Persians. This religion believed that there were two forces in life, good and evil. Zoroastrianism teaches us that after life on earth, you are judged by God, by how much evil and good you did in your life. If you did more good than evil, you will then go to Zarathustra, which is the best existence, or heaven, for eternity. If you did more evil than you did good, you will go to the worst existence, or hell, for eternity. The way it works is that all dead are taken to Khinat Bridge. The bridge is a sword-shaped and leads to heaven. If the soul is worthy enough, a beautiful woman will lead him or her across, but if it is unworthy, it is led by an old hag, and the bridge will turn on its edge halfway. The soul will then go to hell. Zoroastrianism impacted many religions today, mostly Christianity, Judaism, and Islam. Some of the concepts from Zoroastrianism that remain in these religions are heaven and hell, judgment at death, dualism, and the existence of evil. The elements that exist in these religions were first seen in Zoroastrianism, and it is clear that Zoroastrianism is visibly impacted these religions.
Reincarnation is the belief that the soul of a human leaves your body once you die and enters another body. The body that the soul enters after you die is determined by the way you live your life. If you are considered to be a good person in your life, your soul would enter the body of a higher position human. If you are considered to live as a bad person, your soul will enter the body of a lower positioned human or an animal of a lower life form. Reincarnation relates to the whole idea of karma. The idea of reincarnation is for your soul to gradually progress into the highest level of position until it becomes one with the universe.
The origin of reincarnation started from the ancient theory of transmigration of souls. Transmigration of the soul is the idea of a soul that can be passed on out of one's body and entered into another. The concept of transmigration of the souls started from the ancient Greeks. The first definition of transmigration of the soul was said to have come from the Pythagoras, a Greek philosopher. He believed and taught that the soul lasts forever and is unable to die, so it was able to survive death. The soul goes through a series of rebirths, which is basically the idea of reincarnation. The soul would rest after death, right before the rebirth. It would rest in the underworld, where it would go and get purified. Once the soul finishes the series of rebirths, it becomes so pure that it is able to leave the cycle of reincarnation. Plato, who was a Greek philosopher, has a similar but yet different definition of transmigration of souls. He believes the soul was eternal and pre-existent, like Pythagoras, but he proclaimed that the soul becomes impure when it begins the cycle of reincarnation and needs to become pure. If the soul continues to do good through the transmissions, it will eventually go back to being pre-existent. If the soul does badly through the transmigration, it will end up in a place of eternal suffering, which is called Tartarus. Plato's definition of transmigration of the souls is the origin of the concept of karma, and also the concept for hell for Christians.
These ancient Greek philosophers had a great influence on the establishment of reincarnation as a religion. In India, the concept of reincarnation first appeared in the Hindu scriptures, which were called Upanishads. A clear quote in the Upanishads that relates to reincarnation: according as one acts, according as one behaves, so does he become. The doer of good becomes good. The doer of evil becomes evil. One becomes virtuous by virtuous action, bad by bad action. Reincarnation is now believed in most of the Indian religions.
The origin of afterlife in different religions derive from different places and affects many religions today. The main difference between reincarnation and heaven and hell is that in reincarnation, it is not believed that your soul only gets one life on earth, followed by eternal joy or pain.